WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany. Today in Frankfurt, 2018, Whisky, InterWhisky, together with?
Juliette Buchan.
Very good. From?
From Benromach Distillery.
Benromach. All right. Very, very good. I'm not yet a fan of Benromach because I've not tasted that much. So you're going to convince me why I should try some more of these. Now tell me, why Benromach and what's the history?
Well, Benromach was created in 1898 in Speyside in Forest, and he took over many ownership and it closed in 1983 like many other distilleries in Speyside and beyond. It had the chance to be bought back in 1993 by Gordon and MacPhail, independent bottlers. So already you have a lot of expertise behind it, 120 years of expertise in maturation. So they buy back the distillery and they re-equip, and we start distilling again in 1998. So 100 years after the initial creation of it.
So 20 years ago, basically, right?
We've just actually celebrated the 20 years anniversary, 20th anniversary,
All right, so I've been told Benromach is more or less a silent jewel. If you've discovered it, you should be very, very happy. But many people just overlook it for some reason. Why?
Well, because we're a small distillery. We rely on people like me, like you, all consumers to actually try it and tell their friends. So being small is also it's an issue sometimes, but it's also a strength. Because we can really make what we want and make different types of whiskey.
Yeah, very good. So let's talk about the core range. What do we start off with? What bottle would you recommend?
Well, for us, the key product is here, which is a 10-year-old.
All right.
So 10-year-old is what Gordon MacPhail wanted to replicate when they bought the distillery.
Lightly peated.
Lightly peated, the way Speyside whiskey used to be done, used to be produced before the 1960s, when the distillery had the malting on site. So we went back to this lightly peated style and very rich, very fruity style of the old Speyside.
Very, very fruity, lightly peated Speyside whiskey, basically. What else do you have in your product range?
We have a fantastic 15 years old. So this one here, again, lightly peated, about 12 ppm of phenols, sherry and bourbon cask together. 15 years old, it's very elegant. For me, this is the most elegant of the range. The 10-year-old is a bit more vibrant. It's a younger one. This one is elegant, refined, long-lasting, absolutely fantastic.
Nice bottle design. I think you also redesigned the bottles 2 years ago?
We did in 2014, but times fly. And watch the space. We are looking at maybe redesigning the bottle again.
All right, very interesting. And then you also had something with the 20th anniversary you mentioned a moment ago. I think there was a special bottling for that also, wasn't there?
There was. So it's this one here. We've got fantastic wooden box at the back, but we wanted to commemorate 20 years under new ownership. Obviously the distillery itself is 120 years old, but new ownership is 20 years.
Exactly. Now I'm sure you have one or two other special expressions. Would you like to present one of those, and then I can ask the question about what can we expect in the future?
Yeah, we have also interesting here, organic.
Oh yes.
Interesting because it's a first 100% certified organic Scotch whiskey, and we launched that a while back, but it's really, really popular and it's picking up. So it's organic barley. The process is certified organic, and the most interesting point for me is its new cask. So it's virgin oak, and that's not used usually in the whiskey.
That's true. But you might have to do that in order to certify that it's organic.
Totally. Unless we had found an organic bourbon or an organic sherry. We want it to be 100%.
That's the sherry's going to be a problem. Very, very good. And what can we expect in the future, if I may ask?
Well, we, as I said beforehand, previously, we're going to redesign the package. We want to be bolder. I think we've passed this infancy, teenage years. We now are an adult, 20 years. So we want to be a bit bolder. you may see actually the range being a bit more restricted to the core product, about this 12 ppm of phenols, rich, fruity, but there's plenty to come.
I'm looking forward to that. Very good. WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, together with
Juliette Buchan.
From
Benromach. Thank you very much.
And don't forget, drink more Benromach.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.